Nimbus, the space gate to Dark World is charged up and now open. Welcome back, Twitch, YouTube. It's your boy KDZ bringing you guys another market watch. And again, guys, the reason why we do these videos is because I have a huge passion for trading card games. I love talking about trading card games, and I want to continue to build a community that has that same love and passion for admiring all those gorgeous door windows as I do. And with that, let's get into it. Of course, we left off last time. We'll talk about Celine and just her generic goodness. Actually, we used so many decks as a ladder in the access code, and particularly in spellcaster decks, or just decks that have spellcasters in them. Like when you think of branded uses spellcasters, even though it's not a spellcaster deck, it's a dragon deck, but it uses spellcaster, so it can go into this monster and it can use this monster. Um, there was another deck that was not like spellcaster centric, but it used spellcasters that came up recently as well. It wasn't like the branded chimera or anything like that, which is something similar, but I don't even think branded chimera really uses spellcasters to that extent. Nevertheless, all you need is 2+ monsters, including a spellcaster, to summon Celine, Queen of the Master Magicians, and then you have a monster that you can remove 3 spell counters for a quick effect, special summon a spellcaster monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position to a zone that it points to, and its effects are not negated. So just extremely broken, extremely generic, extremely good, and extremely undervalued for the secret rare copy coming out of Battles of Legend. Crystal's Revenge, we're coming in at $4, $5 after shipping, unless you're buying multiple copies. Like, let's see, Gamer's Choice, um, and then you got Gamer's Choice too. So Gamer's Choice has, I guess they have two different stores on here. They have Gamer's Choice and Gamer's Choice 2, but coming in at $4.24, free shipping over 5. But this one, for instance, if you bought like a playset, you wouldn't have to pay that 99-cent shipping, even though you have to be paying over 5. But really good card, and like I said, extremely undervalued for what I think it is. We didn't. We had enough energy yesterday for the Space Gate, but we just weren't able to get it open. So we missed today. We missed the last day to be covering the 2023 Mega 10. Like I said, guys, I'm calling them the 2023 Mega 10s because it's just easier to call them that, as opposed to the 25th anniversary 10 of Dueling. Like, nobody got time. 2023 Mega 10s. That's what we're going with. Going back in here, Stardust Dragon, 64 listings is down from the $14 price point that it was at. 64 listings is low, $12.83, market price $12.73. So it's down about $2. Dark Magician that took back over the second slot. Cyber Dragon is down about $1. Dark Magician, 45 listings is low, $8.75, market price $8.85. For original print Dark Magician, $9, and then Cyber Dragon around a $9 price point. 56 listings is low, $8.43, market price $8.47. Black Rose around the $6.50 price point mark, 54 listings as low as $6.15, market price $6.50, and then Red Eyes Black Dragon, 60 listings as low as $5.95, market price $5.66. So it's around that $6 price point. But then after that, of course, all of the other QCSR promos out of the 2023 Mega 10s, they're underneath $3. Exodia, the Forbidden One, Black One, Armor Master, Galaxy Eyes Photon, Elemental Neos, a Rainbow Dragon, and then you start getting down to Firewall, Utopia, and then they're under $1. So I would definitely advise, if you like any of these cards, to get stacks of them now, particularly the ones that's $3 and under, because we're talking people are going to have stacks on top of stacks, and this is going to be a rarity that is going to be unique and extremely sought after. It's essentially a knockoff Starlight Rare, so I could easily see over time that the majority of these being over $10 and being able to pick up a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, being able to place your bet for Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon right now when it's 49 listings, as low as 220, market price 229. It's a great deal. Same thing with Neos, and same thing with Black Wing Armor Master. This is a card that just got a Starlight Rare like 10 months before we got its QCSR, and the Starlight Rare now is already feeling the effects, dropping down to about $60, and the QCSR is 203. So I mean, for either or, trying to play Edison, trying to play currently, trying to play before Edison, you got some really sparkly options. for Blackwing Armor Master and some sparkly cheap options at that. The regular secret rare for Armor Master used to be like a 10, 15 plus dollar card. We reverse engineer this, go back into all listings. Even now, Legendary Collection 5Ds, Secret Rare Blackwing Armor Master, 30 listings as low as 1992, market price 22.87. Nobody in their right mind should even touch that card. I would be fire selling that card with the quickness when you can get a QCSR, a quarter century secret rare, for $3. Why in God's name would you pay 20 for a regular secret rare when you can get a quarter century secret rare for $3? So it just doesn't even make sense right now. I'd definitely be looking into grabbing the QCSR Blackwing Armor Masters. And then you go even deeper than that. You got super rare Duels Pack 11 Crow, a Blackwing Armor Master, 25 listings as low as $9, market price 16.49. That makes me think that the Blackwing Armor Master QCSR is extremely undervalued. Either these GOAT rares and stuff are going to reverse engineer themselves and go even further below what they currently are now, or the Blackwing Armor Master is going to go the opposite direction up. So that's definitely an interesting look into Blackwing Armor Master and all of its printing. That's some extremely weird pricing right there. Now let's go into the mega pack. Let's see. It did the let's see if the cases, sealed cases for the 2023 Mega Tens have hit that 145.99, which I predicted. Oh, actually, I was just on the right page for that, and I completely overlooked it. No, they're not. They're at 28. They're $10 above that. 28 listings as low as 154.73. Mark price 154.35. At some point last week, there was some like 148.99 listings on the market for sealed cases. I'm not sure if they had shipping attached to it. I didn't do a deeper dive on it, but it was getting close. But as it stands right now, it's about $10 over. It's about $10 over. So, like I said, I missed that. I missed the call. I called it in 2 weeks, but I still definitely believe it's going to end up hitting that price point. But let's go into the mega pack, the other half of the equation. And Fenrir, 82 listings as low as 1350. We're starting to see some listings start to ramp up on the market. Garura over 100, 108 listings as low as 650. Market price 689. I can see that continuing to go down. Bistro Serenil was a solid $5 card. Now 78 listings as low as 399, most likely 99 cent shipping. So if you only buy one, you're going to end up paying $5. However, you're not starting off at $5. Market price 495. Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon. I want to say this was $5. Market price got it at 491. 52 listings as low as 412. So it seems like it's dropping. Runic Tip, I do not believe is going to get any cheaper than this. If you've been looking at Runic Tip, if you want stacks of Runic Tip, grab Runic Tip now. I do not believe it's going to get any cheaper than this. Illusion and Chaos, 132 listings as low as $3, market price 345. And of course, guys, we always want to be reverse engineering these cards, going back, looking at their original print, and seeing what those original print secret rares have actually fallen to. A lot of these like deck building reprinted prismatic secret rare cards, the Labyrinth, the Exo Sister. There's no point in going back and looking at those. They had ultra rare, so of course the ultra rares are going to tank, and I wouldn't touch an ultra rare over a prismatic secret rare, anyways. But that's neither here nor there. And then you have Therion King Regulus. I wanted to go back, reverse engineer this, and do a deeper dive into Dimension Force while we were at it. All versions. You got Prismatic Secret Rare Therion King Regulus, 144 listings, as low as 287, market price 291. And then original print, Therion King Regulus, 107 listings as low as 718, market price 1096. And we go down here and we have lightly played first eds as low as 718 plus 99 cent shipping. So 818, near mint first eds, 831, shipping included. So that's what we're looking at. $8, about $25 place set now for Therion King Regulus for you guys who are looking to play Therion. Quite a few cards got touched up in here. Exo Sister Magnifica did not get touched up in here. Thus, it's been taken over the top slot, value displacement, as House of Chance likes to say. Visa Starfrost, Uber Tank. I wonder if this is like a damaged copy or a copy with shipping. 135 listings as well as 360, market price 855. I've been waiting. I really have admired the lure when the four Visa Starfrost, looking into its lure and whatnot. So I've been wanting to pick up this card, but I wasn't going to pay the $10+ that it was. It definitely was not worth $10+. You got to be kidding me. Same thing with like Psychic and Punisher, another generic synchro monster that can be very good in multiple different decks. Albalinitis, the Abyss Dragon. I'm pretty sure this is a super poly target. And then Beyond the Pendulum for you pendulum guys out there. Beyond the Pendulum is dope. And then the Scareclaw, they all got prismatic secret rares as well in the 2023 Mega 10, so you can get those in matching rarities and get Scareclaw recard, which is actually a really good card if you read its text. It's a warrior, so it's searchable with Rhoda. It's level 4. It's dark attribute, so it can be sent with Armageddon Knight and all that good stuff. It's a Scareclaw name, so it's searchable from that route. I don't know why they didn't put no point no punk deer note in the 2023 Megatins as a prismatic secret rare or in the Battles of Legend as a regular secret rare. Like they completely whiffed on deer note. They give it another ultra rare printing. Yes, Battles of Legend Monstrous Revenge ultra rare printing. Okay. Well, why? How does that not make the secret rare? Um, Mark, I do not know, but it's not. And Ada's Pendulum Graph Dragon. This is the card I do. Did this get reprinted? Okay, it did. Ada's Pendulum Grafton did get a reprint as an ultra rare in the 10 Dueling Hero, similar to Ada's Revolution in the 2021 10s. Ada's still getting support, so I'm not surprised. I mean, you get protagonist Ada's probably one of Konami's favorite monsters in terms of design and whatnot, and its meaning in terms of its malleability, how it's able to fusion summon, synchro summon, exceed summon, there's not a link monster for Oddaz. There's not an Oddaz link monster now that I think about it. So just wait for that. That's why I feel like so many things can be brought into the light if they give them a link monster. Before it was a necessity when they first introduced Master Wolf 4, it was a necessity to give things a link monster. But since they did the Master Wolf 4 revision, it has not been a necessity to do link monsters for everything. Because like regular extra deck summons are not locked into the extra monster zone anymore. So you don't need to give a link monster to everything. But if you do, for instance, let's take Unchained. Let's give Unchained a link monster and make the deck tier 1 in the current meta. You see what I'm saying? Like those possibilities are there for anything. Let's give it a link monster. Let's make it tier 1. As a matter of fact, let's go into Duelist Nexus. Yeah, it's still up on the first search tabs. And Duelist Nexus booster boxes, 57 listings as low as $49.98, market price $48.85. Base price for a collect QCSR out of the set is around $200. The most expensive one, Magicians of Bonds Immunity, a collector card specifically printed in this set only in QCSR rarity. Excuse me. Only in QCSR rarity, 53 listings as well as 137. Market price 159.03. So pulling, it will cost you $200 to pull any of these QCSRs at random. Already not worth it to crack open the seal. And even if you pull the most expensive QCSR, you're not making your money back. Now that's just grand, and that's not to put like a slight onto Duelist Nexus or like the value of Yu-Gi-Oh cards or anything like that. I'm just saying that the market's in the downturn, and that's a hell of a deal. Like, as somebody who lives on the secondary market, the majority of people, because the majority of people are not vendors, the majority of people are not store owners, the majority of people should be licking their chops, smiling ear to ear, laughing to the bank with the way the market's in the downturn and these current prices right now for current cards. Angelica steadily declining in listings, non-listings as low as $55, market price $58.09 for the QCSR of Angelica Princess of Noble Arms. And interestingly enough, with it steadily declining, it hasn't really appreciated that much. It's appreciated from like $49 to $59 with really high demand. So that's surprising. For some reason, Sinful Spoiled with Subversion Snake Eyes, I guess it's seen some type of a buyout. 22 listings as low as 48.95, market price 39.73. So it's $10 above the market price right now. And you still have Revolution Synchron Secret Rare, 108 listings as low as 39.80, market price 40.70. More expensive than half of the QCSRs in the set when you see 8 secret rares for every one QCSR. Just incredible. These numbers are incredible, guys. Like, you can't make this stuff up. You have Bankai Tokusano Shinkyojin down here, 49 listings as low as 26.01, market price 35.33. And then you got the, what is it called? The TCG exclusive Tistinas, um, all with a market price of around $30. Oh, I take that back. Demigod of Testing, the 15 listings as low as $40, market price 39.29. So that's actually appreciated. This was a $30 card around, like I said, when we were covering those Nexus for every day for the first 2 weeks when it first came out. Demigod of Testina and Crystal God Testina, both of these cards, guys, were between like $30 and $33. So you could have got them for, well, Crystal God is about the same price, but you could have got Demigod for slightly cheaper if you were looking for stacks. If you're like looking for a playset, I mean, $30 cheaper. That's something. That's something. You can definitely get a lot of cards for $30 if you want to spend it on cards, anyways. So I guess you can't really count out the margins. You can't count completely out the margins. Fusion Armament down here, 41 listings as low as 27.44, month price 28.05 for the QCSR. A Fusion Armament spell card with a dope door window with Flame Swordsman in it and Dark Flare Knight behind them. Dark Flare Knight, the fusion between Flame Swordsman and Dark Magician, used by Yugi and Joey against the Big Five in the Big Five Takeover body arc in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Not Fusion Armament, but Dark Flare Knight. And they use that to, topple them and seal the deal. And moving on to the next and final duel. But nevertheless, coming back here looking at some of these secret rares, very, very cheap. Nightmare Magician now, 108 listings as low as 290, market price 331. I want to say I've called this out quite a few times. Well, like always, guys, you should need, like always, guys, you should need market watchers outside alive with the life, being alive. So you're gonna hear the birds and the bees and the wind blowing, and your occasional ambulance in the background. But it's dope. I like doing these market watches outside. It really helps capture the scene, so to speak. That's just how I feel about them. But yeah, the Nightmare Magician was strongly holding like a $5 price point within that first 2 weeks when the set dropped. Now, like I said, its listings were constantly under 50. Now I said, look at it, 108 listings as low as 290, market price 331. It's almost cut in half with double the number of listings. So give it a little bit more time. This is probably going to be a solid $2 card if I had to say. And then I'd say come in and try to grab your stacks. And then we got into testing. And that could be why the QCSR is up a little bit more, is because it has an ultra rare, not a secret rare printing, as opposed to Crystal God, which does have the secret rare printing. So people have two, sparkly options to choose from, as opposed to Demigod's one sparkly option. Hence, maybe the demand. Did the field spell get a? No, the field spell might be ultra as well, but there doesn't seem to be any interest in the theme whatsoever at all. Let's give it to a Master Duel. They put it in Master Duel. They promoted it in Master Duel. You may see a bump up in the price after playing Master Duel consistently over like the past couple of weeks. I could definitely see a correlation between some of the prices and the secondary market and the uses of cards in Master Duel. Let me check something real quick. Okay. See where we're at. Now let's go back into this. Duelist Nexus. No, Monstrous Revenge. That's the other one of the QCSR brothers. The brothers, Zeus, amazingly enough, has taken over the top slot in Battles of Legend Monstrous Revenge. Divine Arsenal Double A Zeus Sky Thunder, 40 listings as low as 160, market price 189.40, and then the Baishu Rebellion, 25 listings as low as 170, market price 186.92. Base price for a QCSR in this set, let's find the booster boxes. 45 listings as low as 54.15, market price 54.22. I want to say it's one in every three boxes to pull one QCSR at random. So we're looking at about 165, 170 bucks is the base price. And the Virtual Rebellion is 25 listings as low as 170. IP Masquerena is 25 listings as low as 170. I don't believe that's a coincidence. Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, 36 listings as low as 109.99. Mark price 144.67 is trying to hold on to what the base price of the QCSR should be. The fandom is trying to have it hold on, but it's tough. Like I said, maybe if that was original print, Sky Striker Mobilize Engage, it could hold on to that base price, but the QCSR just doesn't hit the same, apparently. Assault Synchron, interesting. If you want to get your match in Synchrons and QCSR, your Revolution Synchron, your Assault Synchron, they're way down from all the hype that these cards were receiving. Assault Synchron 37 listings as low as $60, market price 89.60. Let's go into Assault Synchron and see if this is legit. Let's do a deeper dive. See if this market price is legit. Yes, that market price is legit, guys. Near mint first ed, $60 plus $1.99 shipping, going up to 65, 66. So it's legitimately $20 under its market price. For you people who are looking for Assault Synchron, level 2 works with Sprite, Dark Attribute works with a lot of stuff, Machine has applications, Tuner works with a lot of stuff, Special Summon itself at the cost of 700 life points, and just the cost of 700 life points even works with a plethora of different decks at this stage in the game. So now is as good a time as any to place your bet on Assault Synchron. Coming down here, I want to say the last time we looked at this, Dark Arm was low on listings. 13 listings as low as 55, market price 57.07. Not bad, not bad. My preferred printing for Dark Arm if I was to play it. And then Zeus taking over the top spot for non-QCSRs as well. 48 listings as low as 16.71, market price 17.67 for Zeus. I grabbed these lower rarity Assault Synchrons, just these regular rare, secret rare Assault Synchrons, 144 listings as well as 513, one first 556. It looks like there's been some demand for it. I want to say it was closer to 200 listings when it was around like the $3 price point. But now it's down to about 144, so about 50 listings and got sniped off the market pretty strongly. I would definitely consider picking up Assault Synchron right about now. Same thing with cards like Right About Monsieur, Api Masquerade, and No Point Foxy Team, Book of Eclipse as commons. But like these higher rarity sparkle cards, I would definitely consider picking them up now for as cheap as that they are, and definitely probably considering going for stacks. Danger Nessie, what's original print Danger Nessie going for? And then we're going to do a deep dive into Cybernetic Horizon. All versions, original print, 118 listings as low as 299, market price 10.55. And we're going to do first ed on this one. $4. $4 so plus shipping 5, so it's about $5, $15 play sets for Danger Nessie original prints. With a QCSR on the market now, it's kind of tough. You can definitely look into grabbing some stacks, but Nessie has some printings on her hands. Come back in here into Cybernetic Horizon. Danger Bigfoot is holding the top slot, guys. 55 listings as low as 10.29, market price 12.06 for Danger Bigfoot. And then Bull Sword Dragon, 112 listings as low as 397, market price 661 for Bull Sword Dragon. Pinpoint Landing, I'm appreciating in value a little bit. I feel like Pinpoint Landing should have another printing by now. And it does not. Pinpoint Landing, original print, non-reprinted secret rare coming out of Cybernetic Horizon. 43 listings as low as 394, market price 485. If exactly one monster is special summoned from the hand to your field, you can draw one card, and you can only use this effect of pinpoint landing once per turn. During your end phase, if you have not drawn a card by this effect, send this card to the graveyard. Well, that's pretty good, especially if you have a deck that can special summon monsters from the hand at least one once per turn. Then you're drawing on your extra time on your turn and your opponent's turn. So if you can get pinpoint landing to draw your card on the turn you summon it, it replaces itself. I mean, on the turn you activate it, it replaces itself. That has me interested in using it in Match Duel now, just to see how it works in theory. I mean, it's a secret that doesn't have a reprint. Especially using it as like a one of. It definitely makes it kind of sacky, but it's just another way to give your deck extra draw power if it has the ability to special summon monsters from the hand. I mean, when you look at using cards like Magician Souls, you activate Pinpoint Landing and then you use Magician Souls. You're drawing a card. So any deck essentially that can use Magician Souls can use Pinpoint Landing effectively. Um, what else? Just another application for Magician Souls. Cards like Assault Synchron. You using Pinpoint Landing effectively. But I mean, draw power in Yu-Gi-Oh is exceptional. A deck that can draw in Yu-Gi-Oh just has a much higher ceiling than a lot of other decks. Um, as opposed to other games like Pokemon, you're drawing stuff. Magic, you're drawing stuff. Just about every deck has ways to draw cards, and it's just not as impactful because you can draw into cards like lands and whatnot that you can't even use that same time. Like or energies in Pokemon, like you draw into resource cards that you can't even really like use. Where in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can just draw on the straight gas. Like you can draw on the cards that you can just straight gas out. So drawing cards in Yu-Gi-Oh just means something different. Drawing one card is that strong, especially if you can find a way to generate it doing it once every return. And it's actually particularly nice with pinpoint landing because it's like during your end phase, not the end phase, your end phase. So if you're able to special summon on the turn that you use it, get a draw out of it, you're not able to do it on your opponent's turn, that's fine. If you're able to pull it off again on your turn, you're back in the clear again. But if you can do it on your turn and your opponent's turn, you can draw multiple cards. This card is, like I said, I'm gonna test it out and we're gonna see. And I already have a playset of this card. I'm kind of mad that I didn't get more. It's appreciated now to a $4 card. When I got it, it was like $1. It was literally like $1, guys. Like, let's look at the 1 year chart on this. Like I said, it was $1, guys, and I got this a long time ago. I didn't get this in 2022. I got this in like 2020 or something, 2021. Like I got this a long time ago, but it's always been like $1 card, and now it's been appreciated to 4. I actually want to go in a little bit more on this because I can see this appreciating to being like a $10 card. Easy. If this doesn't get a reprint, easy $10 card. Dang, you know what's so well? I mean, that's because I missed. I wasn't able to get the space gate open yesterday, so now I done left the door wide open. To there's just been so much to cover, so much to talk about, so many things I wanted. There was some magic I wanted to go over. There was some more Lorcana I wanted to go over. There was some Pokemon I wanted to go over. I know there was like a tournament in Pokemon this past weekend. Um, I need to catch up on some of the things that's happening in Pokemon. We did cover 151 2 days ago, the last time we had the space gate open. But of course, guys, we can't be out here all day. We are doing the giveaway still, guys. All you need to do to enter the giveaway, slide on over to the 2TCG YouTube channel, guys. Subscribe to it. Like the stream and then comment on the stream after it ends and it turns into a video, guys. Comment what is one of your top 10 favorite lure windows of any card from any game and put the name of the set beside the lure window in the comment, and you'll be entered to win those 3 Sword and Shield base set packs, guys, for just talking about your passions. Sword and Shield, guys. When Pokemon really started to go in with the sparkles. But again, like I said, hopefully we provided some value with this live stream market watch. Um, Hopefully we can get that space gate charged up to come out here with a part two, baby. Like Kakarot was saying, send me your energy so we can get that space gate charged up. And with that, we're gonna be getting up out of here. Nimbus, are we in there? Are we in there?